Hey, how doing, Holmes here, and welcome back to some more Khazan. First Berserker Khazan, I guess. And today we are going to be taking on the third official mission here in the Forgotten Temple. So let's go. And we did get some, I guess, souls or whatever it's called in this game from the previous mission, which was the one where we had to fight the Phantom again. Basically, this kind of the same as the first one, except the attacks were a little bit changed up. The boss fight in this mission is fairly interesting, and I'll show you guys my first take and my killing take for it. So we got the Phantom ability from the previous one, which gave us pretty much a stamina enhancement, and then we're putting all our stats into willpower until level 20, or once we get 20 willpower we'll move on back to endurance. So here's the new skill that we got from last time, but you need one of those points in the center, those yellow dots. You need one of them to use it too. So make sure you have, if you want to use those skills, make sure you have a point in that. And then right here, I knew that there's a guy in the back here, so then I immediately turned around. How do I know? I actually played this mission before, so it's just that once I got to the boss and I fought it a few times and realized I wasn't recording it, so I'm like, oh crap. But yeah, so I had to redo this mission again. But this is basically what it would look like if I were to make a walkthrough of this game. So I have all the strategies and stuff like that. I pretty much know how to take on this mission without getting smoked. Although I think I do still slip up later. I think there's a slip up. So you guys will see. And then these guys, if you aim at their head, it's a one shot. If you do a body shot, it takes two. But these javelins require those points, the yellow dots in the middle, so I can't be too reckless with those. You can get those, you can accumulate those by fighting these undead enemies. Once you kill them, there's gonna be that purple light that's gonna show up, and if those purple light goes back into their body, that means they're gonna revive. So you have to hit that purple light in order to stop them from reviving. If you played Dark Souls and you fought those the skeletons, I think in the first Dark Souls you had to use like a holy weapon in order to keep them from coming back, unless you kill the necromancer. But I think aside from that, in all the other Souls games, you just gotta hit them again. I know in Elden Ring, like, it's kind of similar. They have like this aura that's around their body once you kill the skeleton enemies, and then you have to hit it again when they have the aura around them to keep them from reviving. And then there's three guys here. I decided to take on I decided to take out the archer first because I didn't want them harassing me. The archer is actually pretty dangerous here in this game. Like they do a lot of damage, so be careful about like getting hit by their charged arrow shots. Here we have a heavy undead, or one with a heavy weapon at least, so be careful with that. We're using our charged heavy attack to pretty much stun them and knock them down that way. Next up, on the side over here, there is one of these magic crystals here. Knock this down. Next up, we're going to be taking on the heavy enemy. This time it's an actual heavy enemy with a heavy weapon. So let's see right here. We have our skill points, so let's go ahead and use that here. Do as much damage as possible. It's fairly decent damage. Be careful. This is a L1 circle counter, so keep that in mind there. And then here's a 3/, 2 side swings, and then overhead swing. This went fairly smooth. There's also a chest on the side here, don't miss this. So it seems like the chests are RNG, so you might get like something completely different. Yeah, because the first time I opened this chest, I think I ended up getting like a great sword or something. I did not get the dual sword. But it's the same thing. It weights the same. The scaling is the same. The trousers here. My current pants. I don't understand the total defense and the defense. Because like, yeah, what does it mean? Like, it has the defense, but on the top it also has the total defense. Like what? Over here there's gonna be one more enemy chilling. It's a small enemy with a heavy weapon. Attack the purple spirit to keep him from coming back. And that is basically it for this lower area. The upper area here, the door is where you need to go, but on the side over there you can pick up some stuff. Be careful about that guy. Oh shoot, now that I'm watching this video back, I think you can get up. Oh damn. I think you can get up higher. See how much damage that did? That did a lot of damage. And I missed. See? Body shot does not one shot. And then you have to make sure you hit that purple spirit, otherwise the archer will come back since this one's undead. Alright. Knock this guy off. Two more guys behind us, be careful. Yeah, I think you can explore up top if you go from the side. I missed it. Now that I'm watching it back, I can see the path. Because I'm like, I feel like you can go up, because it looks like you can go up, but on the side over here on the right, through those fences, I think you can break that and you can go up. So, yeah. But, I don't know, my bad. I did not see that as I was recording it. Well, actually, as I was playing through it, I didn't see it both times. Did not see it the first time. This is my second time going through it, and I still didn't see it up until now that I'm recording this, like with the voiceover. I saw the path. So, yeah, excuse me. Throw made a weird noise. So, that's that for... That's, these guys over here. You can snipe them, but you can also sneak up behind them. If you sneak up behind them, I highly recommend you take down the big guy, because this guy's more aggressive. You can backstab him, so that's not too bad. And these guys, don't take these guys too lightly, because I mean you can stagger them with a heavy attack, but they also have a 4-hit combo. They have a 2 to 4-hit combo, so be careful. There we go, and get that. The NPC that's calling out to us is on top. We'll see him in a bit. There's an enemy sleeping on the left side. There we go. Enemy on the left side is up. That is archer, so be careful. So if you're standing over here, you should be fine. Like, it can't shoot through that like guardrail, so it's not too bad. And you can also use this skill to take out these guys, or you can use your charged heavy attack, up to you. But it's yeah. If you want to melee these guys, run after them after they take a shot. So yeah, make sure you're like mid distance. If you're like really far away, and if you manage to dodge the shot and you start running towards them as they're charging, I don't think you're gonna make it in time. I think they're probably gonna get the charge off. So yeah, these guys you have to be careful because when they do that swing, sometimes they'll stop at the second swing, but there are times where they're gonna go for the third and fourth hit. So you want to be careful with that. Baiting this guy to come over. Be careful not to take him on in front of the stairs because there's an archer upstairs. See, this guy just stopped on the second swing. On the side here, there's two more enemies here. I was trying to sneak up on them, but you can't. Like, they'll notice you. See, I'm creeping up. And now they notice me. Probably could have gotten a charge attack off there. Alright, after his attacks, you can get in a charge attack. And coincidentally, we took out both of them, so that was great. Alright. Item over here. Hello. And I guess we'll take on the other side. The other side doesn't have much. There is a chest in a room that has traps. Well, let's take on this area first, I guess. Two archers here. We got javelin, so that's good. Wait until it's done shooting. The poison shots are really nasty. They do a lot of damage as well. I feel like the poison shots are more... It does like way more damage than the normal shots. That's a poison shot. And that's it for this bit. You drop down here and you can see the guy that was calling out to us right there. Let's grab that. And also there is another bonus healing item here. So instead of carrying 3, the netherworld energy, we now have 4. So this is pretty good. And this is pretty much just a merchant here, the bard. So you can buy things from him, and you can also hear some stories he has to say if you want to dive deeper into the lore of first Berserker Khazan. I'm kind of just skipping it. I'm here for the fights. But yeah, here are the items he sells, so check it out if you will. Yeah, that's basically it. What's BS about this part is I don't know if there's a safe way to get down without taking any fall damage. I was trying to like drop onto this thing, but I slipped off, and you can see that I took a little bit of fall damage, which is some BS because like what if I'm really close to dying? You know, that fall would have just killed me. And there's like no safe way to get down because you can't climb back up to like where you came from. So yeah. And here's this guy. Come on. There's the jump attack. Here's my charge attack. It does decent damage. If it doesn't finish him off, the 2 heavy attacks will. So that's great. Come on. And that's it for the enemies that are here. Into the treasure room. The treasure room, be careful, there's a pressure plate dead center right there, so don't step on that. And you see these 3 holes here, there. Yeah, it's gonna shoot out blow darts or ballistas, whatever you want to call it. Basically, it'll hurt you. It'll shoot out some like arrow-looking things, and it will do decent damage to you if you're not careful. At first, I thought like the ceiling was gonna come down or something like that, but nah, it's the freaking blow darts. And now we're gonna be careful with this guy. If you want to, you can block the arrow shots, even the poison ones, but be careful because upon blocking one of them, it does build up that venom. So if you try to block a second one before that goes down, you're for sure gonna get poisoned. These guys are fairly dangerous because they do a lot of damage. But they don't have much combos, so that's okay. After that swing, be careful because sometimes they'll follow it up with another swing. Overhead, you can get a hit in. Your charge attacks will usually stagger them after parrying them or blocking. Let's pop a heal, just play it safe. 1. Is there a second swing? There we go. 2. No third swing? Alright. Come on. I'm just doing light attacks here. That jump attack is a one hit. It's not... It won't one-shot you. I'm just saying like it'll just hit once. This is some BS. I hate this spinning attack. Later on you're gonna see that there's a very similar enemy to this one. And this spinning attack's what's gonna kill me. Alright, there we go. I mean the spinning attack I think it only hits 2 times. So... yeah. I don't know. It's just like, for me, the timing is weird to parry the spinning attack. That's just a me thing. So I don't know. Maybe it'll be easy for you guys. There's 2 enemies here. Be careful. One guy is an archer, and the other guy is a close range user. There we go. So be careful. When you're taking on this guy with melee, be careful not to stand in the line of sight of the archer. Otherwise, you can get like blasted from the side. Still playing it safe here. That didn't quite do him in. This will though. And that's pretty much it for that. You can flip the switch here with this lever. And it's gonna activate one side of the door. And we have to go around in order for the other side to activate. Taking the elevator down, down, down. I thought there would be enemies here that's gonna jump down or something like that, but no. We're just alone in the elevator, talking to our Blade Phantom. I'm like very curious about the new From Software game. It looks like Vampire Souls or whatever. I mean, at first glimpse it looks like Bloodborne, but it's not. Here's our next location, beneath the Forgotten Temple. So we got another NPC up front there. That's either gonna, you can choose to boost the amount of souls you get when you kill enemies, or you can boost the amount of HP you recover when you heal. So yeah, I don't know. It's an up to you kind of thing. Alright, we got our level 20 willpower upgraded. And that's pretty much it for that. Let's go ahead and talk to this NPC so we can upgrade our... I think the amount of heals it's better, I think. Because right now, like, if we try to use our healing item, it heals about 50% our HP. So if I get beat up some more and then I pop a potion, it's not gonna give us like a full recover. So I'll have to end up like spending 2 healing items just so I don't get one-shotted. But yeah, unleash the soul stones. So yeah, healing percentage, let's go with that. Yep. And we don't have enough for the second upgrade, so no problem. And the item down there we're gonna get it in a bit. Come into this room, be careful of the guy on the left. Alright, it's these guys. 3 heavy attack should do the trick for these dragon looking dudes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Alright. Next up, this enemy fights very, very similar to the boss that we're going to be taking on. Alright, that will... You could have, like, sidestepped and then use a heavy attack like that. Poking attack 1, 2, and then there's going to be a swing. After that, you can get in some hits if you want. Spinning attack 1, 2, 3. You can get in some hits here. Be careful, because this guy is pretty agile, so sometimes, like, if you think you have him stagger, like stun locked, it can, like, slip out of the stun lock in mid combo. Just to go to the side, go towards the side, and then start attacking you, so be careful. But fortunately, this is the only enemy here that does that, aside from the boss. So yeah, if you can get this guy down, you basically should not have much problem against the boss's first form. Because the second form, it's still pretty similar, but it kind of mixes things up a little bit. In this room, be careful, because once you get in here, this guy is going to try to ambush you. 1, 2... Oh, no combo. There we go. And you're done. Another one of those enemies here. Yeah, these guys. These small dragon dudes. So let's back it up. And then the other one that's on the side is a archer. So we're gonna just run past here. This guy's still sleeping. Take him out. Now we can go take on the archer. I'm surprised like the archers don't follow you after it's done with a shot. Rush in. You can use your light attack to stun them, and that should be good. There's one enemy that we triggered. There they are. 1, 2. Oh, that's it. Yeah, I'm just being careful because sometimes they'll come at you with the 3 and 4, not just the 1 and 2. Speaking of 1 and 2, I remember back in the US. Oh, there's like some enemies up ahead here, by the way. We're gonna use spear for the little guys. Yeah. Headshot for 1 shot. Headshot for 1 shot. Oh! Did I miss? Yeah, that guy's still alive. I remember like one of the chefs, he couldn't really speak English. He was Asian. And then he was talking to my coworker, which was like Hispanic. Or my bad. Salvadorian. I don't want to offend anybody. What the heck? There's also another archer across, so be careful. But anyways, they were talking, and then like, so that they use like very simple English. My coworker, like my Salvadorian coworker, he spoke decent English, but then the Asian chef, he didn't really speak much English. So then like, while he was trying to talk to my coworker, he was just like, he was asking for sushi, like what and what, but then like he couldn't name it in English. So what he did was just like he pointed at it. He was like 1 and 2. And then for the longest time, like if you work in the, I guess if you work in the kitchen industry, you'll know that like if you're cool with everybody, I guess, not like super fancy, I guess even like super fancy locations, people will probably still do that. I mean, at least from what I experienced, like it's not as uptight as like Hell's Kitchen make it seems like. People do like you know, joke around with each other and stuff like that. It's not all serious and stuff like that. Not all the time. So then, like, the guy's nickname, which is 1 and 2. That's what me and my coworker called him. So I didn't know what it's called, like what his actual name was either. And then they don't bother like introducing each other either. Like if you work in like a regular, basic Asian restaurant, I guess. But even like if you work in like a high-end restaurant, I don't think they introduce everybody to you either. Like they'll probably just introduce people from your department to you and say, okay, this is who, and this will be your like manager or the lead or whatever the heck. But if it's like the kitchen, because the sushi bar there's kitchen, and then there's like depends on what else you have. Like if you got some other stuff going on, maybe noodles or whatever. Yeah, those are separate. So. Anyways, back to Berserker, Khazan here. I'm getting like got off topic. But pretty much back to dealing with undeads for now. This mission is actually fairly lengthy. Here is our first trap chest. But the trap chest in this game, you have a chance to get away because once you see it start smoking like that, just run. Otherwise it's gonna blow up. But you can still get what's inside afterwards. So it's not too bad. Yeah, this game is reminding me a lot of the Neo games. Which is not a bad thing. Like some games, you know, Souls-like or whatever. They copy it, but then like when you play the game, it feels weird. But this one actually feels like really, really snappy. It's not bad. There's no like weird lags or anything like that, so I like it. It's pretty good. If you're wondering if I would recommend this game, if you like Neo, you like Souls-like, this is the game for you. Also Rise of Ronin, because that's basically like Neo too. So yeah, if you like these type of games, this is good. You'll like this. I know Lies of P is supposedly like Sekiro, but I don't know why. I can parry pretty well in Sekiro, but I can't parry for the life of me in Lies of P. That's why I ended up like using that that skill where auto parries, because I just could not get freaking Pinocchio to parry anything in that game. Like, he just did not want to parry for me. Here is our checkpoint. I guess the crystal is still kind of purple. Shattered version. We can't upgrade. Yeah, stamina recovery up by 4.6%. So not too bad. And then here we got some more archers. You can rush in for this first one. I guess you can probably go for the second one as well, but I was playing it safe. So after it's done attacking, we'll go ahead and attack them. Next up, it's a little bit more like if you want to take on these areas, like all the enemies, this part is a little bit tricky because there are these barrel bombs. So you see that one just blew up. This guy still does not know I was the one who done it. Finish the job. Oh, not quite. There's an archer in the back. I'm being careful. Alright, the attack. Yeah, these guys look brutal, but they're fairly decent. I mean, fairly easy to deal with. Missed. Let's go for the barrel. Did that kill him? Okay, then. Good. And then there's a ladder to go down. For what? For that. Yeah, take the ladder. Don't drop down unless you're really comfortable, comfortable, confident. That you won't need that extra HP because like I said, I think I said this in the previous episode. You take a lot of fall damage in this game. Let's see if I can get the headshot here, please. No headshot. Okay, we gotta do this the hard way. We gotta get down there because I don't have any more ranged stuff. So here we go. Trigger this guy. 1, 2. Okay. 1, 2, 3. This guy should be coming after me. I just popped that just in case. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, he's dead. Make sure you stay underneath the bridge. If you're on the side, the snipers up top can still hit you, so that's why I'm staying underneath here. And there we go. Alright. Yeah, you can see their bows and stuff. Did that not? No, that's a different one. Okay. I forgot there's two. There's two archers upstairs. Okay, let's go ahead and deal with them. On the other side, come on. Yeah, I was like, shouldn't he be dead? But I forgot there's like literally two guys here. One, and then the other one's on the other side. Yeah. Wait for him to finish the shot and then go afterward. And then there is one more of these guys. Hit the barrel, get that extra damage, charge attack, and you are done. Alright, don't forget this chest here. This is a good chest. Nice. Alright. So that is how you deal with this part. If you had more like ranged weapon, like if you had more of those dots to spare, the skill points, then you could probably just take out the archers up top. And even here too. Like there's enemies here and then there's the explosive barrels. You can use this to your advantage. Like that. Like those two are almost dead now. Because of what we just did. And I'm trying to like take them out here, but they keep... Oh, I'm surprised that didn't do damage to him. How about this one? Yeah, that did decent damage. Got a few hits in on me. There we go. Alright. And all that for what? For this. What is this? There's Lord. Was it worth it? I don't know. You tell me. I don't even think the NPC talked. I think it's just for some souls. We got a skill point here. Forgot what I put it to. I think in reflections what I put. Deal damage with a successful reflection. I think that's pretty good because like for boss fights we're mainly gonna be doing reflex. So that is very handy to have. And then against these heavies, oh my bad, this is an elite enemy. I don't know what the difference is. I guess it just has a bigger health bar, health pool, and then bigger stamina pool, but that's pretty much it. It hits. I don't know, I think it hits harder too, this guy. You can see me like trying to gauge the counter, and it took me out. Yeah. I like I'm fine with the L1 circle counter thing, but the one that spin I don't know. It's just kind of weird to me. Like the overhead, the stabs, stuff like that. Yeah, sure, no problem. But then the one that like the ones that spin, I don't know, man. It's kind of weird. And here I'm just running by these guys. Another thing I wanna point out here. These guys will constantly chase after you. So, if you want to like run, unless you can get to a checkpoint, if you're running to fight another enemy, best to turn around and take care of some of them that follows you. Because like I ran to the elite enemy that just took us out before, and then all of these guys they follow me all the way here. So yeah. And if you decide to run, by the way, this second part, be careful. Sorry, be careful. If you stand outside where the archers can see you, there's a good chance you're gonna get sniped. Like if you stand right here. So make sure you stand towards the side if you're gonna be doing the run and bait strategy, I guess. There's a second hit. Did I just take damage even with the deflect? Oh, I guess I did. They probably explained that, I just didn't read it. That almost killed me again. But good thing I was in full HP this time, so it didn't. But yeah, I hate these guys. Just the unblockable... Just the unblockable L1 circle attack that I hate. Like everything else is fine, you know? Like, sure it chip my HP when I parry or block your attacks. But man, that's some like BS, like the L1 circle thing. If you're gonna stun lock me with that, I'm gonna have a little bit of problem with that. So yeah, that's basically it for these guys. Use to unlock or awaken. Oh. Alright. Literally can't wear any other helmet or whatever. Need to upgrade my weight load so I can equip some of these other things and still have a light load. Unless later on we get a ring or something like that to help us with the weight. But yeah. Right here I'm like looking at the defense of the two. The total defense and the defense. I still don't know what is what. Like, why is the total defense higher for one, and then defense is lower? Like, what the heck? This part right here is just gonna make sure all the statues are facing the same way. So then you have to match the ones up front, by the way. So this cloak-looking dude is like they all gotta be looking at each other. So that's the puzzle here. It's not like super tricky. This last one's annoying though because I don't know if we can choose which direction to flip it, but I don't know, when I hit circle, it just keeps flipping one direction, so gotta hit like 3 times just for this one to go face the front. And by the way, once you get here, don't cross from the side, because if you look on the left side right here, you see those wooden floors? Yeah, or the brick, I don't know, that collapses. Okay, so be careful, because if you walk over that and it collapses, it's insta-kill, because you'll fall straight down to like a pit of spikes. So it'll just instantly kill you. It's a BS. How do I know? Well, I fell through it before and it freaking killed me. And I said the same exact thing. That's some BS. And both of them... Oh, look at these guys. Almost in sync. Let's use our skill here. Yeah. Damn, that is so awesome. 1 bar and we stun lock the crap out of these guys. Pretty good. But these are just like regular enemies, so it's not too bad. It does not stun lock. It does not stun lock bosses. So, I mean, if it did, it'd be like kind of broken. Actually, I think now that I'm thinking back at it, I think Stellar Blade had a similar move that looked like that, and I think it stunned bosses. Like you can actually hit the bosses and then you kind of interrupt their attacks. Now that I'm thinking back at it, we got 3 undead enemies here, and we got an archer in the center. Well, thanks for sticking together. That's death. Another heavy over here, so be careful. Heavy with a great sword. We fought this guy earlier outside. One, 2, and then overhead. There we go. Woo. And then here's the stab attack. Well, I guess maybe I was too harsh on the elite enemy. I don't know. Maybe it's just my timing is ass when it comes to swings. But yeah. Because like for these guys, I can counter them, no problem. It's just that specific one when they start spinning like a Beyblade. I can't freaking counter it. I don't know why, but that's just like my kryptonite. And then this last one's fairly short. I don't believe there's any enemies here. Yeah. It looks like there's a secret passage here, but there, like, you can literally do nothing about that door. And then, yeah, I'm still watching my back because it just feels so weird when games like this allowed you to just go towards the chest with no ambushes. You know, usually there's something like around the corner or something on the ceiling. Like you put the moment you try to open the chest or whatever, you get jumped. But this time it was just the chest was just literally there. We took out the guys in the beginning, the zombie dudes, and then that was it. We're free to flip the switch. We're free to open the chest. It just feels weird, you know, no ambushes or anything like that. Can't get used to it. How is a bandit's winter top heavy? I thought bandits always have like light armor. Too much Maple story as a kid, maybe. Alright, so I have 0 healing items. We're gonna get invaded once we get in here. This is an NPC invasion. Revenant of Adversary. Or Adversity. Pretty much, I'm just gonna spam my weapon art here until this guy gives up. This is an NPC, so you can block it. You can try whatever you want. Stamina broken. Going for the crit, and you're dead. I think when it comes to a game like this, even in Neo, I'm comparing it a lot to Neo because this is very similar to it. There's like no actual PvP. There is PvE, like co-op in Neo. I'm not sure if they have it in this game, but the PvP is basically like you summon somebody else's like phantom or something, and it's like it's an NPC control kind of thing. But I think in Neo 2 there's PvP. Was it Neo 2? Or no, that might be Wulong actually. I can't remember. Like all the games look like in my mind it's like jumbled. It's very similar. Like all 3 of those games. Yeah. Forgot if there was even like co-op in Rise of the Ronin. It's like that's how jumbled up my memory is of all these games. This guy you can sneak past. So now that we flip the switch, the second door is now open. Heart of the Forgotten Temple. And then there, that light up front, that's an NPC you can summon to help with the boss fights if you need the help. First up, let's go ahead and upgrade our vitality to 15. So we don't get one shot at by some BS. And now, we can go and take on the boss. I'll show you guys my first attempt at it and then my killing attempt. Why does this place look so end of the world? It's like, oh, actually, this reminds me of the painted world from Dark Souls 1. Probably because of the bridge. And it's snowing. But the boss is up ahead here. Right, so yeah. Well, this is not like my very first fight, but I guess this is my, I don't know how to describe it. Because this boss fight, I don't know, it felt kind of long to begin with, but then after like you get the whole gimmick down, I guess the first phase is alright. I thought it was like, this was it. And then there's like a quote-unquote second phase where he's kind of streams and then it goes into like, he gets more new attacks. I thought that was the second phase, but apparently not. There's going to be like a cutscene that happens after you defeat this current phase. And then he gets like a whole new form. That's the second phase. So yeah, you basically have 4 healing items to get through, both phases. If you take your time, the boss is not too difficult. Just like try not to rush the first phase and be as cautious as possible. When he does this move, I'm just backing up because he does series of attacks. If you can parry them, then go ahead. I personally get kind of like confused because he's spinning his twin blade before he attacks, so it's kind of annoying. These attacks, highly recommend just dodge sideways. This move right here, if you can get the timing for the dodge down, go ahead, go for that, or the parry. If not, you can also just block it. But yeah, this jumping attack, dodge this side, and afterwards you can do a charged heavy attack. This is strange because he usually gets staggered. This is like one of the rare times where he actually like powers through your heavy attack. So he usually gets staggered like that. And like I said before, once you stun the enemies, don't go in for the crit right away. Get a few hits off and then go in for the crit so you can get more damage off as to only the crit damage. So here I'm just waiting to see what it's gonna do. If it does that stance, I'm just backing away because it's gonna do these sweep attacks. Ends with the sweep from the right to the left. So after that, you can go in for a charged heavy attack. This is a grab which you can just dodge by doing a diagonal right dodge. So at this point, I'm already burning off too much healing items, so this is not gonna work unless I can go. I can do like a pretty flawless play on the second phase. Otherwise, I'm just pretty screwed here. Because second phase, the boss no longer staggers. So yeah, like when you do the charge heavy attacks, like nothing staggers him unless you break its guard, like or its stamina. Otherwise, like the boss will just not get stunned. So yeah, highly recommend you try to get a hang of the first phase and try to get through it with maximum with just one heal if possible. The second phase, it's pretty similar to the first phase, but if you slip up on the parries or the dodges, it does way more damage. Right, so here's the actual second phase, and you can see if you block the attacks and stuff like that, it takes out a lot of stamina, and also the hits. I don't know if just like it's just all in my head, but I feel like it hits way harder. But yeah, there you go. Now let's get on to the actual fights. Okay, so here we go. Playing it cautious. 1, 2, 3. If it does a stab, it's gonna be 3-hit combo. And that's the moveset that this guy does. It's pretty much like that weird lizard dragon dude that we fought earlier on in the mission. So after this first phase, that only hits twice. So after that, heavy attack. 1. Okay, 1, 2. If it does that, it's a 2 quick attack. So we could have gotten some damage off there, but I don't know. Sometimes when I hit the heavy attack, like it doesn't trigger the attack for some reason. So if you're wondering why I'm just standing there and letting the boss recover, I'm actually trying to hit the boss. It's just that I don't know. It was like, did I imagine myself hitting the key, or I don't know what was going on, but yeah. I was honestly trying to hit the boss, but Khazan just didn't want to hit the boss, I guess. It's 2 quick attack. Alright, got the heavy attack off, back away. So around like 75% HP or 60% HP, the boss will do that spitting attack. If you're close enough, that's actually going to pull you in, and that spitting attack will do damage to you, so that's why you want to back away. And you can just keep like throwing javelins at it. Maximum, I guess, 3 before the boss is done with that little shenanigan. So you can get damage off that way. And let's see what else you got. So the attacks are pretty much the same. Attacks you want to bait. This attack you just want to dodge sideways. Let's see what else you got. Throwing. After he throws that first one, you want to just keep dodging sideways. This is great. Jumping attack, dodge sideways, and then get a heavy attack charge off. The stats when we want to back away. After he's done with his last hit, we can go in for a charged heavy attack. Oh, ended up parrying it there by accident. I was trying to dodge in. Grab attack, dodge diagonal rights. And then charged heavy attack afterwards. This jumping attack, I'm just trying to parry it. Dodging it, there's a risk because if you dodge too early, you're gonna get hit. Stab, 1, 2, 3. No fancy moves afterwards, so that's good. And there we go. Second phase time. Claw attack, 1, 2. Sometimes there's an overhead third, which requires an L1 circle to deflect. If it uses the weapon to swing, it's going to be 2 quick slashes, so be careful. You can parry those or block those. If you're trying to block, be careful because it does a lot of damage to your stamina if you block them. So try to parry him. The Scream does this combo attack, I guess. It starts slashing, and then the last slash will lunge him forward. Rock throw, you can parry or dodge this, or you can block it. Slash attack, 1, 2. Right here I'm just using heavy attacks. Like, I'm not even charging it, I'm just tapping it. Because if you try to charge it, it's not going to work. The boss recovers too fast and it's not staggering at this point. Uppercut. Sometimes the uppercut has a follow-up with the ground pound, so be careful. It's and we got the stagger here, so we broke the stamina. So we're doing damage to the boss, and then at the very end we'll go in for the crit. Get that HP heal. Spinning attack. Alright, get a few javelin off. In second phase, it'll do this thing where it darkens the screen, and you can't really lock onto the boss. And then I'll do this like lunge attack, but even if a guard breaks you, your character will recover just in time. So don't worry about it. There's no grabs here. The only thing you really have to watch out for here is when the boss does a jumping attack, because after it does a jumping attack, when it lands, not this jumping attack by the way, I mean like this one. So once it lands like that, you want to back away because it does that. Okay, that attack will mess you up if you try to block it. So be careful. And then here's this combo attacks. The last one has a little bit of wind up for it, so you can either block or parry that. Another one. This one has the same effect, so you want to get away. That still caught me, I'm surprised. I thought I was out of the reach for it. Jumping attack again. Like the one that lunges, not the one that goes up. See? There's the follow-up. The ground pound. So you want to be careful with that. But you can block those, so... What are you doing? Rock though, we dodged that. Get a few light attacks off, but I got too greedy, so then the boss ended up hitting me. Alright, stabbing attack. If it does these attacks where it takes like a moment for it to recover, then you can go for a charged heavy attack. But don't follow it up with like all the other attacks here. Right here, I was trying to maximize my damage and then at the end go in for the crit, but I think I ended up misclicking at that time, so the attack went on longer than I intended it to. So that was kind of a misplay on my end, and then now it's going into this again. I'm pretty sure that it can be parried up, the jumping lunge. Right. Trying to get some stamina back here, that's why I didn't attack him. Right, I think that's a 5-hit attack, and the boss is dead. It was a close fight. I think I could have, like, if I fought him again, I probably could have gotten it better. I was just like, you know what? I just want to get this recording.
奴を倒すことができた。俺たちは親友であり、戦友であり、そして兄弟でもあった。だが命をも捧ぐ忠義が招いた末路は残酷なものだった。皇帝、そしてパベルと貴族ども、必ず復讐してやる。
オズマも謀反に加担したんだって。
はあ、調子に乗っている時からこうなると思っていたよ。
オズマは両目をくり抜かれて処刑されたんだって。ざま見やがれってんだ。
待っていてくれオズマ。もう二度と会うことの叶わない俺の親友よ。俺の大切なものはもう何も残ってない。俺が今いるここが地獄だ。皇帝、そしてパベル、お前たちもここまで引きずり下ろしてやるぞ。
I like how the Blade Phantom just appear out of nowhere, like, what's up, man? And the dragon's now gone because I guess turned into dust or whatever. But yeah, its getup is pretty cool. It's just too bad that like the freaking set is a heavy armor. So I'm really hoping there's layer armor in this game, so I can at least have the the outfit. I don't know if I'll equip the helmet, maybe. I mean, it doesn't look too bad, so I'll probably equip the helmet. Assuming there's layer armor. I haven't like looked up what's in this game and or what yet. I don't want to get influenced. Ah, revenge. This is like Ashura's Wrath and God of War 1, 2, 3, I guess. I don't know actually. I don't know 1, 2. How 1, 2 of God of War is. I only played the third one and the newest ones. Like when Kratos became old. And here's just a lot of story stuff. So yeah, if you're here for mainly just the mission, that's now over. The rest of this is just mostly talking and me deciding. I don't even remember if I try to get a level up here or not. I can't use any of the spirits here. And also I don't have any soul stones to use, so well, I have 2, but we need 3. But yeah, if we go through this portal, it takes us to the human realm, which doesn't have much. I mean, we got some NPC that are here, like the granny and her grandson, I guess. Oh, actually, I didn't really check out this realm as much as I thought I did. Yeah, there's like the other locations too, but I just realized like during the recording of this I only like checked out this upper layer, and then that was pretty much it. I didn't check out everything else, but this is where we gotta go next. And this guy has some armor and equips you can check out. I assume like later on as we keep playing he'll probably have like higher rarity gear, and I guess the gear may be randomized, because I remember in like Neo it's randomized. So if this game is actually like following it how Neo is, like with all the loot and whatever, it might have that like feature, I guess. But right here I'm just like selling things, and yeah, I go through like some stuff, but I don't go and sell everything, mainly because I was like, you know, I'll probably just do this on my own time. Like for those of you guys that follow me through like Neo and Wulong, Wolong, I guess, not Wulong. I usually just have like the set that I like or that I'm using, and then the weapon that I'm using or thinking of doing something with, and then just sell everything else. That's how I usually. That's like my approach to these type of games. And then this, the same checkpoint thing, so you can level up and whatnot here. Oh, we can actually get our level 15 here. That's pretty good. And then go for endurance to level 25, and then up our willpower to 25. Yeah. Because I think we don't need that much vitality. But yeah, that's about wrap it up for today's episode. So I thank you all so very much for watching. Hopefully this video has been entertaining and enjoyable. And I hope to catch y'all next time. Oops.